Hello and welcome to another route special from Air News Daily on Monday the 29th of June with me, Jeremy Spake. There's plenty going on again this week to include another batch of 13 new routes from easyJet, so sit back, relax and enjoy. Africa's largest carrier, Ethiopian Airlines, will be introducing a number of new connections from its Addis Ababa home base in July as it continues to grow its network. Firstly, on the 2nd of July, the airline will commence a 3 times per week connection to Lyon on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays, using its Airbus A350-900s. All flights operate via Geneva in both directions. On the 7th of July, a thrice-weekly connection to Salalah in Oman will commence operating on Mondays, Wednesdays and Saturdays on board the carrier's Boeing 737s. From the 12th of July, Addis Ababa will enjoy 3 flights per week to Port Louis, Mauritius, on Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays on board the carrier's 737 fleet. And finally, Nacala in Mozambique will be served 3 times per week on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays from the 16th of July on board the airline's 737s. Flights in both directions will operate via Blantyre in Malawi. Ethiopian Airlines has developed a recipe for success, and they're certainly showing the rest of Africa, if not the world, how it's done. From the 7th of July, low-cost operator Air Arabia will introduce a 3 times per week service from its Abu Dhabi base to Aleppo in Syria. Customers will have a choice of flights on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. The carrier has also announced an increase in services from 4 times per week to daily between Abu Dhabi and the Syrian capital Damascus, which take effect from the 1st of July. Shanghai-based China Eastern Airlines has commenced a 3 times weekly service from its Shanghai Pudong base to the Swedish capital Stockholm. Flights operate on Mondays, Thursdays and Saturdays on board the airline's Airbus A330 fleet. Norwegian low-cost operator Norse Atlantic has announced the introduction of a 3 times weekly service between its London Gatwick base and Phuket in Thailand. Services will commence on the 4th of December and will be flown on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, returning the following day, unsurprisingly on board the airline's Boeing 787 Dreamliners. UK low-cost operator easyJet has announced another raft of new routes for the winter timetable, involving 13 destinations and 10 airports, which are in addition to those we shared with you last week. So here we go. London Gatwick will enjoy a twice-weekly connection with Nuremberg from the 19th of November, and on the 23rd of November, Luton will be connected with Nuremberg 3 times per week. Luton also benefits from a twice-weekly service to Rabat in Morocco, commencing on the 5th of November. The following are all being operated twice per week. London Southend will be connected with Lyon from the 3rd of December and Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt from the 4th of January. The Hungarian capital Budapest is connected with Belfast and Bristol from the 17th of November and Liverpool on the 19th of November. Manchester will see Nuremberg services commence on the 2nd of November and Vienna on the 19th of November, whilst Edinburgh will enjoy flights to Tromsø in Norway from the 30th of November, and Glasgow with Krakow in Poland from the 13th of November. And finally, the Isle of Man will see the introduction of a once-weekly service to Geneva on Saturdays from the 19th of December. Amman-based Royal Jordanian has commenced a new 4 times per week service between its home base and the Austrian capital Vienna. Flights operate on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays and Saturdays using the airline's Airbus A320neo family of aircraft. Scottish regional carrier Loganair has launched a twice-weekly service between the bailiwick of Jersey and Bordeaux in the southwest of France. Flights operate on Mondays and Friday using the airline's ATR 72-600 fleet with a flying time of approximately 1 hour and 35 minutes. From the 27th of January next year, US operator Sun Country Airlines will be introducing a twice-weekly service from Eau Claire in Wisconsin to Fort Myers in Florida. Flights will operate on Mondays and Fridays using the carrier's Boeing 737s. We end today's routes update with Hong Kong-based Greater Bay Airlines, who have announced a short seasonal connection between its home base and Chongqing in southwestern China from the 4th of September. Flights will operate 3 times per week on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays using their Boeing 737s until the 16th of October. Chongqing, known as the Mountain City, is located in the upper reaches of the Yangtze River, and the surrounding countryside is dramatic, and the region is becoming becoming increasingly popular with tourists, and it's easy to see why. That's all for today. We'll be back with you tomorrow with our regular news bulletin, so don't forget to check in with us then. In the meantime, have a great day. We'll see you soon.
Tune in tomorrow when we'll be bringing you the latest news from the commercial aviation world. And don't forget to subscribe to Air News Daily.